Hello, hello.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Means on my screen.
Did you clean off your screen just now?
Yeah. I couldn't tell if I had a black eye or if there was something on my screen, and there was something on my screen.
I mean, like, let's celebrate small victories, right? No black eye?
I was gonna say
Yay!
wash my face because I get mascara all caught up in my eyeballs.
Me too. I mean, so much crying these last few days that it just streaks right down here, It's just awful. It's like smoky eyes. I don't even want them.
Dude, crying mascara face is so bad.
That's like a real thing, huh?
Yeah. I got in the hot tub with mascara on one time and Joey called me the Joker. Remember that scene where it's all yeah. He's always
Have you so
roasting me. Joey's always roasting me.
My son actually comes out and asks if he can roast me. Does yours do that? Like he goes, "Hey Dad, can I roast you real quick?"
He just throws the shade all day.
Okay.
It's usually about my bedtime. He'll be like, "Hey, let's try to stay up tonight." And I'm like, "No, you have school tomorrow." And he'll say, "It's not like you're going to make it past 9:30 anyway."
My kids have figured that out. They figured out that like right around 10 o'clock, Dad turns into a pumpkin, And so like right around 10:30 is when they can get the Pop-Tarts and the cereal and the bananas and the apples and the crack. Oh my God.
Oh man. I work with some of these young girls and they talk about what they do on the weekends and I'm like, dude, I cannot do that. No way.
I'm ready.
The days where they're like getting ready to go out when I'm like coming in, like I'm in for the night now when they're getting ready to go out. I can't do that.
I'm ready. I was ready to throw down last night. It was Monday night. I was ready to Monday night all over the place. All Tuesday night tonight. I don't care. Where do people go? Okay. You've been single for the better part of 5 years now, right?
Yes.
Where do people go during the week to like hang out with other people? Because here's my problem. My problem I'm finding is
I know a lot of people think that I partied a lot, but I didn't. Like I went to Old Town on Wednesday nights for steak night most of the time, but I didn't know where like all the specials and stuff were Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like I didn't know.
Okay, because I'm finding out that I love my kids and I love having them for 7 days, just me and them too. I'm also loving the Mondays, like a little break. And there's like a 2 or 3 day period there where I'm like, "Whoo, that's a good break." And then like 4 or 5 days where I miss them tremendously. But like people have to go out and do things on like Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, right? Like they go do things.
Is Tori's the place where you do karaoke?
They must do things other than karaoke.
Yeah. A lot of people go there still.
Or I'll go watch karaoke. No. Here's my problem with karaoke. My problem with karaoke is that when you go watch and you tell people like you're scared to watch, they still try and pressure you to do karaoke. I don't do karaoke. I'm not gonna. Like, if we go, there's gonna be a standoff, and they're like, "Oh, come on, you can do." I'm gonna stand strong and say I'm not doing this. There's a good chance that we're not friends by the end of the night if you keep going at me.
Yeah. I don't do the karaoke either. You don't want me to anyway.
Why not?
Oh, I'm a terrible singer. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm a better driver than I'm a singer.
Can we one day, I know that we're planning this over our stream, but can we one day do headphone karaoke on our stream? Like each of us, like not just one, but each of us. Like we have to legit do it.
I want to do karaoke on a morning show one time in my 20s when I was in Charlotte. I never lived it down. It was so bad.
But see, I think we're in a different spot because when you were in Charlotte, you were like the third or fourth person. Like your role was to be.
I was like the fifth person.
Yeah, they were supposed to kick the crap out of you.
It was so bad. It was good. Like nobody ever forgot it. It was so bad.
I think we should do it again. And I'll go first. I'll go first. I wouldn't put it on you to go first. My idea, I'll go first. You can pick out the song. Oh.
No.
You can pick out my song and you can pick out your song.
No. No.
See, you're doing great and you don't even have headphones on.
No. Nope. You can.
Well, I don't want to unless somebody else does it with me. Do you think, okay, here's another idea then.
I don't know. I don't know where the single girl spots are anymore. I don't know where the single people spots are anymore.
We're gonna spitball on our stream here. We're gonna spitball until we come up with something. Here's another idea. Okay.
Okay.
Headphone karaoke. You're out. Clearly, you're not gonna do it.
No.
Me and a random that jumps on the stream.
Karaoke.
A karaoke battle.
Okay.
But
and I get to judge it.
You get to judge it. You get to decide the songs, and it can't be somebody. It can't be somebody that's done karaoke before, because I'm not a good karaoke. I don't do karaoke.
Always is, though, when we do this. It's always somebody who thinks they could sing, and they think that they're going to get a big break, even though we don't know anybody that well in the industry enough to give them your big break.
Why are you doing that to us? No. This stream is where it's going to happen for you. This is where dreams are made. This is where, if you were thinking you were going to be big time, all the bright lights and 1,000 people.
Don't hit me up in the parking lot with your CD. I don't know anybody that well.
I remember one time, it was like 15 years ago. I don't know if you were working here yet or not. I think you were. No, it was like 20 years ago. I think you were working here. Were you working here? I don't want to say the name of the place, but were you working here when we had a band from Canada come in and they performed on the lawn of a place around here that's like not for adults, but it was like a really weird setting?
I think I was there 2002.
You would have been here for this then. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was one of those. It was like a band. It was a band that was signed to a label, but they weren't very famous, and they weren't going to be famous. I actually still follow the singer because I really liked them back then anyway. But they had the potential to be famous, and they were doing anything they could, to make it work. And so they came to Modesto, and they posted up in like a children's play facility area, and did a few songs to like 25 people. And we walked away, and I thought, man, like, we must have really let them down today.
Yeah.
Like, this is not how
we're talking about.
It's like, this is not how they must have envisioned this going.
No. But sometimes that's just the way it goes. We've done a lot. That's like literally what radio is about, is all of those cheesy promotions,
Some work and some don't. That one didn't work.
Some work and some do not work.
That one didn't work. That one did not work.
No, I had one event that didn't work. So it worked out for a friend of mine, and her benefit though, because her and her friend were the only ones who showed up. And we had like huge raffle prizes to give off, like huge ones. And she bought a ton of raffle tickets, and her friend like won everything.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to win, a raffle.
I love when I go to like crab feeds and stuff with my friends. If they win a raffle ticket, if they win a raffle prize, I always ask them if I could go up there and get it, because I don't know what it's like to win things. I only know what it's like to give them away.
The last time my name was called up because I won something, I think I was in basketball camp when I was like 14, and nobody even clapped for you. They said, give them a 3, and everyone, they didn't want 1,000 kids clapping. So I won this awesome all-star trophy at this basketball camp. They picked out like 5 people from each division, and I was one of them. And I got this huge trophy, and I'm like, oh, this is badass. Like, people are gonna clap for me. This is gonna be awesome, right? Ian Riley, all-star, give him a 3.
That was it. That's all you got.
That's all I got. I got a 3. I got a trophy like this big, and I got a 3. So when somebody wins a rifle, I want to go up and grab the. And then I'm going to call your friend Elena here. Because at the Casa Light of Hope dinner a couple years ago, there was an olive tree and a silent auction, and I wanted an olive tree.
And you won it.
I won the auction for the olive tree. I was excited about this.
She was sad. You gave it to her because she was sad.
So
is the olive tree still alive?
No.
How do you know?
I asked. You don't know unless you ask. I asked her, Elena, how's the olive tree? And Elena looked at me and said, not well.
Oh, poor Elena.
So, hey, to that olive tree, I give you a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
People clap for me all the time.
I know.
I'm used to the applause and the cheers. I walked into a place downtown the other day and this whole corner cheered for me like I was Norm.
I want to go to 7-Eleven and just have them remember me when I go in the next time.
Yeah.
Like, I'll settle for that because I'm in there all the time, but they look at me like I'm brand new every time.
Every time. There's this woman who was like on the single, and I'm usually not catty when it comes to women. I'm a girl's girl. I get along with a lot of women. But this one woman was never nice to me, right? The first couple times that I met her. So I've met her like 10 times, but every single time I meet her, I pretend like it's the first time. Hi, I'm Madden. She's like, we've met before. And she gets hella pissed. So I was out with some friends and I go, you guys want to hear what a jerk I am? They're like, of course we do. I go, I've met that woman about 10 times, but every single time I introduce myself like it's the first time. And they're like, you're the worst person. But she was so mean to me the first couple times for no reason. She had an attitude problem.
So there was an entertainment reporter in the area about 20 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was when I was doing graveyards on another station. And for whatever reason, he did not like me. Like I was in his targets. I don't know why. Never really met the guy. Like we met a couple of times. And every time he saw me, he was just so curt with me, right? So I just did the exact same thing you're talking about. Every single time I saw him, I'd be like, oh, it's Bob. Bob, great to meet you. Ian, B93, you know?
Yes, yes. Dude, the last time before, she was so pissed. Like I understood, like the last time was like, I think when she realized like I was doing it on purpose.
Because this is like one of those things where like he was in the area also in media and like also covering entertainment. And so it was like it was one of those things where it was like, not only should you know me, but we kind of work together a little bit sometimes. But he was always so rude to me that every time I'm like, Bob, you said your name's Bob? Bob, Ian, good to meet you.
I know who you're talking about. I think I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's in the area anymore, but I'm not going to outwardly trash him or anything. He was a nice enough guy. It was a weird thing, you know?
I do know who you're talking about as soon as you gave me that tidbit of information.
Yeah. So, hey, Nick, I didn't realize Nick was on here. Nick, so two things. Wanted to share an island with you that somebody found in messages and see if it's something we want to talk about because it's a very odd shape, and he shared this with me yesterday. And two, his wife broke her foot yesterday, like that far out. Oh, my God.
And you saw the bone pop out?
I saw the picture of it. Like,
no.
Like did you know that skin is way more elastic than we give it credit for?
Well, I don't want to stop it right now.
It holds that stuff in.
I'm one of those people who would rather just be naive to the situation. Like, I'd rather not. Like, the other day we were having brunch with a guy who's going through like flight attendant school, and he was telling us all of the ways that you can tell that there's an emergency on the plane before they tell you. And I was like, stop talking. I don't want to know.
Right.
I don't want to know. I want to take a nap. And if the plane goes down, it goes down. Like, that's all I want. I don't want the information. I don't want to see a photo of what it looks like if a bone pops out. I only want to know if it happens. Goodness forbid it happens. Knock on wood.
He showed me the picture of the bone, and I guess it's also called like the dancer's fracture. Not the bone, but like there was no bone. You couldn't see bone or anything. But he showed me that, and then like the description of dancer's fracture, and like the first place my head went was, and I like as a good friend, be like, oh my God, is everybody okay? But the first head went was, have you shown our tiny little things on Netflix? It's about dancing too. I wonder if they have the same fractures. Have you noticed that with Netflix, like we get into things we've never, like Queen's Gambit. Now everyone's into chess, and I don't blame them. Queen's Gambit was phenomenal.
Queen's Gambit. So I flew through that series.
Yes. Pretty Little Things. I watch dancers now with a whole new level of respect. I mean, I always respect dancing, you know, but still, like you watch if any of that is even partially true, oh my God, you know?
Yeah.
So like I'm learning all of these little things on Netflix now. It's like my new YouTube.
I still have just a couple more episodes of that Firefly Lane. I went through like 5 episodes the first day. And then now I can't watch it with the kids in the room. It's starting to get like more and more adult.
Is okay. There is a
had that conversation.
Say that again.
Huh?
What were you saying?
I up late at night, like when Joey and I fell asleep around the same time, like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
There is a brand new movie on Netflix. I think it just dropped a couple days ago. It's called I.R.L. It's got Diane West. Diane West is you've known her because you've seen her in a million things. You just never know her name. Let's see. Footloose. Did you ever watch Footloose?
Yeah.
She was the mom, the conservative mom that was like, let them dance. They're fine. Let them dance.
Oh yeah, I know her.
Okay, yeah. So she's you know, she's been in Hollywood for years and years and years. Yes, Parenthood. Parenthood. It's a flashlight. It's a flashlight. Turn it off.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Her. It's got her, and it's got oh my God, why am I blanking on her name?
Brenda's really good.
But I Care a Lot is on Netflix, just dropped, and it's really good. I watched it last night. Okay. That's why I woke up a little late this morning. Check it out if you get a chance. It's a movie. It's a quick watch though. It's good.
Cool.
It is really, really good. Anyway.
Sounds good. Guess what I'm doing today for the first time in years?
What?
Getting my nails done. I'm gonna get nails.
Where are you gonna go get them done at?
I'm gonna go get them with my friend Marlene.
Okay.
Yeah.
This would be awesome. Do they do pedicures there too?
She doesn't do pedicures, but I'm sure she can refer you to somebody who's open and who does.
Then I don't want to go. I'd rather not with you guys than today.
I'm going into the valley for my nails.
Are you coming into the city? Are you gonna come see some city folk?
Yeah. Coming to see all
you. Are you gonna come in and look at our salsas and our foods we make here and be like, this here was made in Modesto. That's not the real food I'm used to.
I still hit all the fruit stands in that area. The fresh fruit and stuff up there can't be beat.
Yeah.
I hit all the fruit stands up there.
Oh my God, we hate it. We hate it when you mountain people come down into our valley towns. Like, seriously, knock it off.
You guys kicked me out.
Like we're not kicking you out. You're welcome.
When they're writing me, asking me what's open.
Are you talking about me?
No, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
No, I about it. I think it's funny. Right away. Yeah. I'll tell you guys what's open all day, but I get emails all week about it. What's open up there? What's open up there?
You know, Madden, when she first moved up there, we were all pumped for it. It took about a month before Madden was like, oh my God, tourists.
Packed on the weekends. Hi, Lana. It gets packed on the weekends.
Oh yeah. You know, same thing with Auburn. When I grew up, Old Town Auburn on the weekends, when the weather got really nice, because a lot like Murphy's, you know, you got the antique shops, you got the little breweries and all that stuff. I mean, those are really neat little towns to visit and get away from the big stuff, but you know, with a short drive.
Yeah, it's still a small town. Like, you could tell it when you go into a regular local place on a Thursday. It's like all the same guys.
I get mad that we get called tourists. I feel like, being from Modesto, we're not tourists to Murphy's. We're like 35 minutes away. We're 40 minutes away.
Get on. That's where all the money comes from. So I don't care.
Right.
How many
we're not. What classifies a tourist? What makes a tourist? Like, what distance can you then say you're a tourist?
You'll learn too, being so, well, maybe for a guy it's different. I don't mean that sounds kind of sexist. I don't know. But I learned that when traveling solo, the best thing for me to do is just put my tail between my legs and be a tourist and not care that I'm a tourist. Ask the questions. Get on Yelp and see what has the 5-star reviews. I had to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to get lost. Like, I can't go into these little hideaway places by myself. Like, I want to be a tourist. I go to the spots that Google says 13 places you should see. Like, that's me. And when you travel solo, it's the best way to be. That's the truth.
But when you travel solo,
1 hour away, you're a tourist. If you live more than an hour away from the destination, you are a tourist.
I'm going to say yes, with the caveat of, if you live an hour away, but you visit socially 3 or 4 times a month, then I think that you can shed tourist status and take on visitor status.
Okay, then I haven't been a tourist up here for years.
I would agree with that. I'm saying you were a visitor. You had a social community out there for you. I wouldn't say you're a tourist.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at all. I'm a tourist.
I
I'll come
love
up a
it.
little more to get. I'll come up a little more to get visitor status, but I'm a tourist.
You get a little visitor's badge.
I think we should get cards. Like, I think we should be able to go into an establishment and be like, "Hey, visitor, not a tourist," and they'll be like, "Okay, get a real menu."
You're so funny.
I am a card carrying visitor.
All right, you guys. We'll see you at 8 o'clock.
Bye, guys.
Bye.